on the road again. Just can't wait to get on the road again. The life I love is making.
We Americans like our cars. We have always liked or loved our cars, but the central planners tell us our cars are bad. Driving is bad, it's wasteful, it's harmful. They're convinced that if we car lovers would just open our minds a bit, broaden our horizons, we'll carpool or take mass transit. Trains, buses, they're so efficient. If we just try them, we'd love them. And I take mass transit. I take the subway to work. Of course, I live in America's most populated city, and the subway does happen to go right from my apartment building to my office. Mass transit is less convenient for most of you. So the central planners say, we'll make it easy for you. We'll build more mass transit, and we'll tax cars to the hilt to pay for it. We'll subsidize mass transit so much that it'll be irresistible to people, make it so much more cost-effective than cars, and then we'll switch. Except we don't. We like our cars. They're convenient. We don't like giving them up. In 1980, fewer than 3% of Americans took mass transit. Since then, government spent all those billions of dollars, 10 to 20% of your gasoline taxes, to not improve the highways, but expand mass transit, make it more enticing, lure us out of our cars. And the result? Nothing. Well, actually, worse than nothing. Plenty of your tax money was spent, but after you contributed that money, how much did the share of mass transit increase? It didn't. It dropped to less than 2%. Some subsidized mass transit is so underused that train cars are empty. Here's a passenger on a Portland, Oregon mass transit car. The coyote knows where to go, where there'll be no people. Is that good use of your tax money? Yes, say the environmentalists, because we have to get people out of their cars. Because
our world faces a true planetary emergency.
And we have to stop using our smartphones in our cars because these are just too distracting to use in something as dangerous as a speeding car.
And it is a 2-ton bomb that you're on. You're on a missile.
So get ready for more rules, more government in your car. They already regulate what kind of fuel you can use, how you can buy it, where you buy it, what kinds of safety devices your cars have to have, and yet they want more rules? You bet, says the Senate Majority Leader. Yes, there's that Tea Party thing calling for less government, but those Tea Party people just don't understand how many good things come from big government.
Even something like the telegraph, that came about as a result of government investment.
Give me a break. Okay, he's right about the telegraph. Samuel Morse did receive a $30,000 grant from Congress to build an experimental telegraph line. But that is the rare exception. Usually when government gets involved, we get junk, like the Trabant. What was that? I'll show you. When government runs things, this is what we get. Just try steering it or shifting gears. Trabant was the pride of East Germany. It was the best car that a government could produce. It was awful. And once there was free market competition, because the Berlin Wall went down, the Trabant just disappeared. It couldn't begin to compete with what the free market produced, because what markets offer is always so much better. The Harry Reids of the world just don't get that. But I'm glad you do. And that's our show for tonight. Thanks for watching. Good night.